most iconic places in motorcycle racing, I'm glad that this event still exists in modern times, and it's definitely worth being preserved.
The TT time is always the best time for me. The 2 weeks I look forward to every single year. There's so much built up to this point, so much excitement, but also so many nerves. There's so much pressure.
For the people that don't know, it's 60 kilometers to do one lap, or 37 3/4 miles. Average speed is 136 miles an hour, which is currently myself. I hold the lap record currently here at the Isle of Man TT. I think in kilometers that's 219 kilometers an hour average, something like this anyway. It's normal country roads. It's not a purpose-built track. It has a few bales and a few rector-cell barriers put up in places to try and help us should we fall off or slip off. But generally speaking, it's just a normal road, and it's a vast area that has maybe 260 corners with straights over 200 miles an hour, so 320 odd kilometers an hour. It's an amazing place to ride a bike, and there is nowhere else in the world like it.
Your brain, as you go around the TT course, your brain completely adjusts to this crazy speed that we're doing. It becomes normal in most areas, but then in some areas that's really built up, and Kurt Michael is the main one, where you have the houses directly on the side of the road. There's no pavement, they're just directly to the front door of the house from the street. And when you go through there, and we're going through maybe 180 miles per hour, and what's like nearly 300, around 300 kilometers, but it feels like you're doing 500 kilometers because you feel like you're in a tunnel at that speed. The houses, the road becomes more narrow the faster you go.
I had a big high side in a place which is 180 kilometers an hour. I've broken my collarbone, my scapula, or the shoulder bone in 3 places as well, and then 3 ribs and 4 vertebrae in my back. I'm watching Isle of Man TT 2025 instead of competing, but overall I'm actually, not too bad. For me and for all the riders that are here, nobody ever sees. It's not that we don't see the danger, it's that we're more worried about not living than we are living. And being able to do something like this, for us, is living.
Oh, that hurt.
I need to ride. I broke my hand.
It's sticking now.
I'm not sure where the line is between courage and madness, to be honest. I thought that the TT is something that's normal for any motorcycle racer or any motorcycle fan even. I thought that they would come to the TT and want to take part and want to race it. Why would you not want to race? It seems fun, so I think maybe the line between the madness line, I don't know where that is in my brain. For me, I know I'm one of the favourites and people think that there would be pressure, but honestly, the most pressure is from myself. It's not from outside, it's not from sponsors or the team. It's the most pressure that is on me is always from myself, because I always want to win races and get the best results possible, and I'll always be trying my hardest to provide these results literally for myself. And for sure there's pressure there, but once I know I got my first wins last year, I know I can do it again. I'm faster now, I'm better now, better team, better bikes, everything, and yeah, I can do it again. Sam's got everything, hasn't he?
Look, Davey. They are not.
Full media shot.
I'm happy he's back here. He's still on the podium too, still number 2, so couldn't ask for much more really. I didn't watch today. I get too nervous. Normally we stand up in the grandstand, but when there's a race that I know he's going to be pushing for, we just go and have an ice cream and sit down and just watch the live timing instead, because I'm like, I don't want to watch it. Everyone came back like, oh, the pit stop was awful, blah, 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 and I'm just like, well, I didn't see it, so it's okay. It gets to you, the nerves.
It's a tough race, not just for the rider, but for the bike as well, so you need everything to fall in place to win here at the TT, and today just, I guess, wasn't the day. We got another big day tomorrow for the senior. Hopefully everything runs smooth then.
I think it's really difficult for him to be able to be in the paddock now and watch the racing. He came in the wheelchair and came in the winner's enclosure, and I thought that was so cool that he's not feeling great for sure, and not super well right now, but that he gets to still come in the winner's enclosure, where if you would just race for a team and you got injured, then you wouldn't come. But we're not just teammates, we're co-team owners too.
We get on really, really well actually. Obviously we're fierce competitors on circuit and we want to beat each other as much as anything. However, at the same time, we understand our goals, we understand the goal of the team and the supporters involved, and we know that together we can actually be a stronger unit than what we can be apart. And that is already showing even now.
For me, it's crazy because I don't feel, I don't understand why almost they want an autograph or photograph with me, or it's just, I'm just racing motorbikes. It's what I've always wanted to do. All my life I've raced bikes and I'm just doing what I love doing. So it's, for me, I guess it's normal. But at the same time, I remember being a child and going to a race and asking for the autograph of my favourite races and stuff, and that's the reason I always remember that, and always, whenever anybody asks for a photograph and a signature or something, I will never say no, because I remember how happy it made me when I was a child to get just a scribble on a piece of paper from one of my heroes.
honestly, the worst bit is the wind. The wind's fucking bad, and it's the opposite direction we've had all week. That right into Branwell, I'm at 45 degrees, and I still can't like get in. I still can't turn. You're just like. That long down the hill, and it just doesn't turn at all.
Just going straight line. Actually, no.
Attention paddock, attention paddock. As you all know, the course in the riders have now come back, the competitors have now come back off the sighting lap. We've had consultation with some of the competitors, and the general feeling is that it is unsuitable for racing tonight. I'm afraid that the senior race for 2025 is cancelled. Thank you, Control L.
So one race you
Shame,
want
because
all
it's like
the...
it's his year again.
You're right. Oh, time. You're right, thanks.